peoples, I'm Sasha. I'm a little random. Welcome and welcome back. Alright, okay, so today we are doing a repot of a Monstera I propagated 2 years ago from a very massive plant, and it's time for another repot. Okay, it is now a actual plant instead of just a propagation. It started off with maybe one leaf, 1.5 leaf. I think it was coming in when I repotted it, and yeah, it's a little past due, which you'll see in a bit. All right, let's get to it. Let me just give you a tip. When you are trying to repot your plant or trying to figure out if you should repot, you should do that when you realize you have to water more often, and or if you see roots growing out the bottom. Now, the thing with the roots growing out the bottom is if it was planted low, of course the roots are going to grow out the bottom even though it's not root bound, which means it's just nothing but roots and it's sucking up the soil. But when you unpot it, it's nothing but roots on the outside. That's what root bound is. Okay, I don't know what it looks like in there. I just know I have to water it more often and I don't like it. So we're going to repot it into a bigger pot. Okay, so if you can tell, this is a Monstera Deliciosa. Okay, this is my leaf with the one fenestration. It's quite large to have been 1.5 years. It started off as one leaf and it has grown into this. You can tell the first leaf was these two here, this one, which has no fenestration, and then we had this one with one fenestration, okay, and in this little itty bitty pot. So it's time, people, it's time. So if you haven't noticed, I've tucked one of the aerial roots inside the soil I've heard that helps it grow a little better. But the other two are noticeably longer, and they're definitely reaching for something. Okay, they're reaching for something. But I do have my soil mixture. And this is actually on a tilt. So I'm going to try to angle this so that it actually tilts on me. And we will get the pot. This is the Mkono pot from Amazon. I just grilled 4 other holes in it. There was only the middle hole, and I like a lot of drainage, okay? I could have done more holes, but I didn't want to be greedy. Okay, so let's get this soil mixture that I have already mixed up, and whoop, it's trying to jump. This is so difficult. I'm actually holding it. I don't know if you can see my finger right here holding it, trying to hold it steady. But yeah, so we are going to, oh wait, first of all we have to dump this out, so let's get that together. Let's get that together first. All right, so we also have some new growth right here. That's new growth. It's going to be beautiful. Just wait and see. All right, so you actually should not repot when you have new leaves coming in. But it's time. I'm sick of watering this every 2 days. Like, it's ridiculous. And watch there be no roots in here to explain why. Okay, so we are going to take the tag out and slowly carefully, so that we don't break any branches. Squeeze the sides if you have to, people, especially if you have a squeezable pot. Okay, turn and squeeze and dump. Turn and squeeze. Okay. All right, here comes the part where you can pull, I think. Oh, wow. Oh wow, yeah, that's a little root bound for sure. For sure. Okay. So let me get you a close up of this. Let me move the aerial roots out the way. They have gotten tangled around the table, y'all. Oh my gosh, they've gotten, okay, here we go. We're free. All right, let me just show you these roots. It is definitely time to repot, okay? Yeah. Look at that. It's even got, if I can show you where the 3 drainage holes were at the bottom. Can you see those at the bottom? That is hilarious. And look how juicy and healthy they look. Okay. Yeah, so let's just see here. This will definitely work as a new pot. So I am just going to get some of this soil off of here. Now you see how easily this breaks? This is bark. This breaks really easily. It's time. Like that's papery. I'm just crumbling this. I'm not using any strength here. Monstera, they do not like to stay wet. They like to dry out completely before you water them, okay? And otherwise you will risk getting root rot, and no one wants root rot because then your plant won't grow. And I'm hitting my camera with my plant right now. So let me see if I can angle this a better way to get some of the soil out. Okay. Sorry if the camera's moving. I am trying my best to do this without causing a mess and without you know, breaking any roots here. I just want to get as much as this old soil out so that the nutrients can get in, okay? How is everyone's day? I hope it's good. I hope it's going good, or just know it will get better. Okay? I'm hoping it gets better if it's bad one of those days, you know? We all have those days, right? I'm gonna move this over here. I think if I squeeze a little bit more, I should be good. Let's move that way. If you can see how I'm trying to maneuver around these cores, you would laugh at me, because I'm also getting busted in the head with leaves. And it's fine. It's part of the joy. It's part of the love that we show each other, the plants and human. Okay? All right, now, you don't have to break up your roots very much because, one, there's these right here have ones hanging already. And it's a plant. It will naturally find its way to the soil, okay? It will naturally stretch once it knows it has room, okay? So don't stress out about trying to get all the extra dirt off. Now, if it's sphagnum, that's something different, because sphagnum will break down and get moldy and mildewy and all those other good things. You don't want that. But with soil, you have a little bit more leeway, okay? So let's see if we can get some of this soil in here. I'm gonna palm it. Yes, hands in dirt, people. I believe in it. Get you some. It's good for your health. Okay? So I'm gonna fill this about 1/3 of the way, I think. Yeah, 1/3 of the way. This is actually the aerial root that I tucked in. If you want to see that one. This is the aerial root that I tucked in. It was very short and it's still growing and still healthy. You see how white those roots are? Also, if your roots are dark brown or black, they are rotted. Let them go. Cut them off. Pull them off. Sometimes you can actually pull them off, but I am going to wrap this root around at the bottom. Okay. All right. Now, if only I could figure out how to get this to bounce. Oh, you know what? I think this is it. I think if I can get the soil in like this, it will balance itself out. This, by the way, has gone from a 4.2-inch pot to a 6-inch pot. Okay. All right, let's actually, so that we don't make too much of a mess, let's do this in the buckets. Okay. I got this little tray thing from the dollar store. You don't have to be expensive to have plants. It's not necessary. Yes, I believe in a spoon to help move things around. They can't get where my fingers can get sometimes, and sometimes it's just easier to try it. You'll see what I'm talking about, okay? Now, alright, I think this may actually sit up straight, which is really what I wanted. Okay? Alright, we are almost done potting. See, quick and easy. Once, you know, I did not mess up my camera. I'm really happy I did not mess up my camera, by the way. I just knew it was going to go flying at some point during this, or the plant was going to fly and break. I've already broken 2 pieces off of this plant because it was unstable. No, I will not be adding a moss pole to this. It is fine the way it is. Okay, okay. Everyone doesn't need a moss pole. It's fine if you do. But I just want it to be naturally wobbly and, you know, destructive. No, I really do like the natural look, which is why I keep these very long aerial roots, which, by the way, you could cut. It will not harm the plant. Remove this. You could cut. It will not harm the plant. It will just grow back, by the way. It may grow back too. You never know. But I prefer to keep them. I fell in love with this plant because of Plantarina. She has a massive one, and it has roots like these all over the place, and it's just great. It's just great, and it's beautiful and gorgeous and all of those things, and I cannot imagine having to repot it. If you get a chance, do watch Plantarina. She has some really good tips and tricks. She also has a website where she sells plants. I have not bought any on that website, so I can't vouch for it. But the plants that she has are really great, and like, she'll be honest with you. She does not always water her plants. She does not always repot them when they need to be repotted. She's just a real person, just loving plants and knowing a few tips that she can teach us, okay? Free advertisement right there. We're done. All right. I promise you I did not get paid for that little sponsorship there. So we are going to wipe the pot. Again, this is one of the ways that we can use our makeup brush. I love the makeup brush. It's great. You can use it for cleaning. You can use it for dusting off the leaves. You can just use it, okay? You can use it for cleaning your leaves, cleaning your pot, and all of those good things. Now, I'm going to manage to put this somewhere else because I don't know if it's going to fit where I have it. It might. It might. Okay. But this is one of the Barbarellas. When I got this, this was a massive plant. If I can get to one side, this wonderful piece of joy once was this right here, over here. Very massive plant. Very beautiful plant, but very massive, okay? So I took one cutting and I split it into 3. And now I have this one and 2 plants because I mixed the 2 of them back together, if that makes sense. Did you follow that? I hope you followed that. So I have 2 big plants, one that has 2 in it and one that has 1 in it. And I have this propagation right here. I may actually sell this. I don't need this many monsteras in my house, and I actually want space for another big plant. I don't know what kind of big plants, but I want space for another big plant. This is a very good size. It's very healthy with the exception of this one leaf. This is one of the ones that I broke off when it fell, one of the many times that it has fallen. But it's still healthy, it's still green, so I did not want to cut it off. It's not necessarily aesthetically pleasing, but that doesn't bother me. It just shows a little character, you know? Alright, so I guess I will talk to you people another time. I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, and subscribe. And I guess I will see you laters.